Live,
What's
and
up?
it's Friday night. Welcome.
Hi,
Welcome to the
Betty.
Cold Show. How's it going, everyone? How you doing?
Awesome.
So, yes, Sandra,
Hey.
how are you? Kayla?
Good.
How's it going, friends?
Good. How's everyone doing? We are the Cold Show, and we are here live on a Friday night because you know what they say, Friday, I gotta get down on Friday. So
That's what they say.
Didn't someone say that?
I've heard that said once or twice.
I've heard
I
that,
think
yeah.
I've heard it. Yeah.
And then you get up and you have to go get your cereal and go to school.
Something.
I don't know. It's a
Lucky
song.
last
I
week.
think it's a song.
And we have fun.
Fun. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Sounds like a bomb.
So we are definitely getting down tonight.
We are.
Yeah.
So we are the Cult Show live because again, we are on a lockdown. Therefore, we're coming to you from our living room and or basements, offices, attics, wherever we are. So
Castle turrets, dungeon.
right. I forgot you guys had your castle right now. So
Swamp shanty. Yeah.
I think you're the one with the castle, Neil.
that's right. I'm sorry. I
Those
forgot.
look distinctly like royal blinds behind you.
We are very royal.
Yeah.
Royal, my royal blinds.
You can't fool
Dusted
me.
by my royal servants, yes.
But the skeleton army that
But
also
yes,
guards
exactly.
it,
But
they also does.
please go back and check out our Texas Chainsaw episode for more information.
I have some conspiracy theories about Neil.
Those were fun times.
Was that a thing?
So, yeah. So, Sandra, how are you? I hear you have a little crick in your back.
Yes, I'm still injured. I'm still walking like C3PO, which is unfortunate. But trying to stretch it out. I'm on the good drugs. What can
I'm
you
sorry.
do?
Yeah.
Hey.
Caleb and I both also have back issues, so we sympathize dearly with
Very
Yes,
much
like-
so.
So we're sorry.
Car accidents and crazy shit, and it fucks up your body sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's from being an old man. I don't know. So at least you have a reason for it.
I know.
There's this just from decrepitness.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
suffer
much.
from general decrepity.
Yeah, that's just like, I'm as old and craggedy. So
Oh,
there you go.
You're not
Yarn.
craggedy or
I'm craggedy.
Okay, maybe you're craggedy, but you're not old.
Is that even a word?
I mean, you could be crotchety,
Crotchety.
Or cranky?
Cranky.
Cranky, so it's
Yeah,
crotchety
crotchety
and
and cranky.
cranky. Okay.
cavernous. Are we just naming
Cavernous,
things?
yes. I'm
Are we just
definitely
naming
cavernous.
things?
There is an echo inside of me.
Caloric.
All the above.
Castrated. We can keep going. This is a fun
Yeah,
game.
keep going.
Warmer.
We're going to dissect it, what my issues are.
Why are they all C words, though?
That's part of the fun.
It is. Caleb, how are you?
How are you? What are you guys drinking?
I'm good. Today I am doing a bourbon and ginger.
Ooh,
Oh,
he
Yeah.
looks fancy.
Very, very refreshing. So normally I would put some lime in there too, but
Oh, I have some lime here. I'll just pass it to you. This way.
thank you.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Sandra, because of your pills, you're still just doing
Sparkling
Phenomenal.
water and fruit.
and fruit.
Still
right.
fighting off the scurvy.
It's important.
Hey, you know what? You can't get down in this game for 1 second. The scurvy.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you had your back one out and you had scurvy, you just
Fuck.
probably
That's my
be
whole
done.
day.
Yeah,
That's my whole day.
You're
You're
through.
through.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
a whole day.
All right.
So I've got, I'm doing a Jack and Coke in my large, my Freddy Krueger mug.
It's really
Nice.
it's huge. It's huge.
So
huge glass.
I don't want to run out. So I figure I'll just pack it in. So,
Okay.
so cheers, guys.
All right.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. Cheers,
Good to see you.
everyone. Cheers.
All right. We're back. It's good to be here. I'm so happy to see you guys. I don't
I'm
get to
freaking
see you
happy to
anymore.
be here.
It makes me cry.
I miss you guys. I miss the audience. I miss the people that come to the cult film series. I miss everyone.
I know. So
Well.
with us right now, we do have Michael. Hello, Michael. We love you,
Hi,
Michael. And we've got Louis.
What up, Lewis?
And we have Miss Movie Buff. So do we know who that is?
No, but I love your name.
Oh, that's a great name.
It might be Laura. That might be Laura, maybe. If that's you, Laura, say hi. Let me know. Let us know. Don't just let me know.
Don't just let him know. Let us all know. But that's a great name. That's a killer name.
Yes,
I like
let
that.
us all know.
Oh man. So yeah, what's going on? Any news? Anything to report this week?
Just my spine being out of alignment. That's
That's a big thing.
It. Yeah. We have a new episode of Spooky Slumber Party podcast up. You can go listen to that. New episode of Genre Junkies next week.
So you're busy. You're staying busy.
Yeah, you're
always so busy. So
good.
busy. And I don't want to talk about it now. We should talk about it some other time. But I did watch Tigers Are Not Afraid.
Oh, good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Did you guys watch that next episode of Tiger King, The Tiger King and I?
Yeah.
No, I haven't yet. I heard it was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
I'll watch it at some point.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like it was just him, like Joe McHale interviewing the different people who were in it. But I mean, I don't know. It was kind of depressing. I don't know, Caleb, what you thought, because basically they all like, they're all like, Joe Exotic was a scumbag and he was, this and
deserves
that.
to be where he is, which we all kind of knew anyway.
Yeah. I was in it more for, not only the characters, if you say, but like the mystery and like this weird subculture and what the fuck was going on. So I'm like, do I need to see?
Yeah. No, and it just seems like they all kind of, I don't know. None of them seem very happy still.
Yeah, seriously.
And of course they didn't interview Carol. And they didn't interview the doctor guy, and so anyway,
Doctor Cult leader guy.
Doctor,
well, he was smart. He's like, I'm not going back on that.
Fuck you. I think
anyway,
kind of cult leader by making dumb decisions. But anyway, so at some point in the future, we got to talk about Tigers Are Not Afraid. So if you haven't watched that,
did you like it?
I loved it.
Okay, it was a great film, right? Okay.
Yeah. So like people at home, if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. Tigers Are Not Afraid.
I did watch The Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I did watch that.
You didn't tell me? You're telling me now?
I'm telling you now.
I'm sure telling me now.
Breaking news, Sandra.
Breaking news. Yeah, that's right.
Breaking news. What'd you think?
You know what? I didn't like it as much as you. When you were saying spaghetti western, like I was really expecting like just some like sudden like genre changes or to be more overt or maybe even fun in a way. And to me, like, it had like the music, of a spaghetti western, and I think the clothes. One of the characters maybe even one point was wearing something kind of like a
the
shirt.
Dramatic takes, the kind of a little bit of melodrama.
A little bit, I guess, but I mean, I don't want to bore everyone with my whatever thoughts, but I mean, it was. I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it, and there were some certain parts I liked more than others, but I can't say that it's going to be in my top vampire films, though, for sure. So
is this payback for Fright Night?
Well, I'm going to say that I don't. It is not, because
Shots
if I
fired.
found something, if I found something that I loved, I would say I loved it. So
you would. I'm just giving you a hard time. I know you would. Neil likes what he likes. Just like everybody.
No, maybe you need to let it sink in a little bit.
Maybe.
Live with it.
But what I do, you recommend something, I watch it. It isn't like I say, nah, I'm not going to do that. So, I did watch it.
I'm glad you watch it. It's an important thing in horror history, in the analogs of horrordom.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of the vampire films, the one thing I was thinking about that I can't believe. So if I had prepared better for my list, I'll be honest, because we forgot some really major titles that we didn't even talk about.
Ooh.
Ah, there goes Sandra.
I dropped you.
Okay. There she goes.
I was so shocked. I flipped my wig.
I know, very good. So I guess the only thing I'm thinking of, real quick, we didn't talk about the George Romero film Martin. which is a
No.
huge vampire flick. The Hunger, David Bowie film. Near Dark, Catherine Bigelow. I mean, all really influential vampire films we didn't even talk about. So I feel kind of ashamed.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
be
okay.
honest.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I let everybody know I freaking love vampire movies, and it was
Right.
hard for me to narrow it down to my personal 10. So this shame is on y'all.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't take any. I take a lot of shame for that. I'm saying if I had prepared better, I apologize to everyone out there that I did not
I slipped
defend.
again. Oh God! Ah!
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
So Caleb, what I'm saying is,
And I would say I have no shame whatsoever because I haven't seen any of those movies
I
that you
understand.
just mentioned. So
yeah,
I stand
back?
I stand by my 3.
understood. I get it.
It's like I'm in an earthquake.
Sandra's like,
Jeez.
yeah,
I know.
Can you hear me though?
yes.
Yeah.
Send help.
Can you hear us?
You keep
Yes.
slipping. What's going on there?
Technical difficulties.
Man.
Yes. So Lewis agrees. Hunger, and
I love Hunger.
Martin Goodwin. So I'm sorry, guys. I let you
Yeah.
all down. I apologize.
Well,
I
and
feel
it's
bad.
okay because your personal favorites are your personal favorites. They don't have to be benchmark films.
No,
They're just-
but these.
yeah.
I should have mentioned these. You know what I mean? Because they are good vampire classic films. I should have just mentioned at least. Like Sandra, you're picking Underworld instead of freaking Martin. Are you nuts? Or something. I mean,
I
Near
don't think
Dark.
I'm nuts.
That was
I
female
think I'm
directed
right.
horror. Near Dark,
I like Near
female
Dark.
directed horror.
I like Near
I'm
Dark.
ashamed of you.
I like.
God damn it,
Oh my-
future. I'm just teasing. I love you.
I liked it. I like so many. It's so hard for me. I love vampire movies.
This
love
is really
vampires.
heavy, by the way. It's like I'm getting a workout.
It looks really fucking heavy. Thanks for interrupting me.
Please continue. I thought you were just gonna throw your iPad back anyway. So
I'm gonna ignore
Oh,
Neil
now
for
you're
the rest
mad?
of the show.
please continue. I apologize.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay.
And I was just defending myself that I love vampire movies. I told you guys then it was hard for me to even pick 10. I love so many. I don't know, man. We could do another 3 hours of vampire movies, but we probably shouldn't. We should probably cap it.
I agree.
All
have nothing to talk about.
You know what's funny is I got so much feedback from that episode of people being like, I can't believe Caleb and Neil don't know that you're either a vampire or a werewolf. Everybody knows that.
Obviously, everyone doesn't.
Yeah, there was 2 people that didn't know that.
I mean, how dare
And I
you
was
take
like-
me out of everybody?
I know, and I told everybody, I was like, I know, right? I can't believe it either.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
I've just never heard that before. Vampire werewolf.
maybe you have to grow
Why
up.
why not ghost or zombie also?
Well, they
why
don't
does
have
it,
a fable.
why does it
lore.
only have to be those 2?
Because that's just it's just one of those things, like pirates versus ninjas.
Which I've also
Pirates
You
versus
never heard
ninjas. That doesn't even make any sense.
Are you guys for real right now?
why not cowboys versus samurai?
Actually, that might be one. No.
I
Pirates
just pulled
versus-
that out of my ass.
Pirates versus Ninjas is another one. These are I don't know, probably maybe 10, 15 years ago on the internet. These were the debates everybody was engaging in, on social media stuff. You're either a pirate or you're a ninja.
Well,
you're a
there you
vampire,
go.
You're a werewolf.
See, I'm not going in. That's not what I'm going to engage on. Use
Yeah.
the computer to engage on.
Well, that was back in.
Oh, right.
chat
I'm
rooms,
sure you
probably.
only use the computer for intellectual pursuits.
No, porn, but
Rest my case. Anyway, I'm just saying these things are known.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just saying, not by me. You shouldn't shame me for not knowing.
I can't hear you,
something.
Caleb. Your audio is cutting out.
Hey, Scott. do we have a guest on, Scott? Oh.
Hey!
Hey!
Vinny.
I thought there was a
Vinny?
knock at our door.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey,
Vinny's
how
knocking
are
on our
you?
door. Hey, Vinny
Vinny's out of the
Guastaferro.
door.
How are you?
Hi, Neil. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Scott.
Welcome.
And
How are you?
welcome to my living room here. I'm hanging
It's
out.
Thank you.
under this
beautiful.
big light. Yeah.
Thank
it's
you for having us.
beautiful.
It
Yes.
is.
Yeah. So,
So, yeah, Vinny, welcome to our lockdown look-in, where we just kind of take a little peer inside the world of some industry professionals and see what the heck it is you guys are doing while you're locked down.
yeah.
So, how are you? What you've been eating? What you've been watching?
What the heck are you doing?
Okay, so let me spin it backward. I've gained 9 pounds,
Okay.
and I'm a good
Okay.
chef. So I've been
Ooh.
cooking my ass off, and then I live with my 2 adult sons. So in a family of 4, like if I make something that weighs like 8 pounds, I think, oh, this is gonna last a week. Like when you were in college, you cut it in pieces and save. No, we destroy that shit, and then we get up in the morning. Like for me, I do a 2 a.m. run, and then I destroy what's left over.
Oh my
Two-
goodness.
two
Wow.
a.m.?
Has been,
That's early.
That is early.
Yeah, right. Lockdown for me has been cooking, eating, watching a lot of movies. I mentioned to Neil that I'm a judge at an international Italian film festival, and they sent me over 40 movies to watch, about 18 or no more, like 30 shorts and 5 to 7, something like that, feature length. So last night I stayed
Wow.
up late knocking off the shorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
And then-
lot.
Yeah, it is. It was fun. And then for my own viewing, I'm knocking off old anthologies. Like I went from, Star Wars 1 through everything. And then I did Back to the Future 1, 2, 3, Indiana Jones 1, 2, 3, and then later 4, stuff like that.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
What about Lord of the Rings? You can do Lord of the Rings?
That's next.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm ahead of the game. Okay. I can't wait to hear.
Theatrical
That's
cut or
next.
extended cuts?
A good 6 hours giving away more. So
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny, didn't you also do the Friday the 13th franchise, you said?
what are you talking about?
Did you watch all of them?
Didn't you watch all the Friday the 13th
I
films?
watched most of them, but what I'm into now is I'm streaming a couple of shows on TV that I really like. And of course, you've heard of Westworld. I'm really into it.
I hear good things. I haven't watched it.
I zoomed through The Outsiders because I love the way those things are released. They just drop them all 8 episodes. You just
Yes.
sit there and whereas
Yep.
Westworld, I'm waiting week to week. And then there's another series on, this is going to segue me into my other stuff. There's another series on HBO called My Brilliant Friend, and they're based on novels by a woman named Elena Ferranti. And
Oh, yeah.
there you go. The chick gets it.
Yes. I've heard
Sandra.
huge things about that. I've heard huge
Yeah,
things
so
about that. The novels are
series is
beloved.
good. Yeah, and the book is good too. The
Yeah.
books are good, and that's funny because the last bunch of books I read was by Stephen Hunter, and they're all the Bob Lee Swagger books, which are all like rough and tumble ex-military guys kicking ass in different countries.
Right.
Right. So
totally
I have
different.
something that I want to show you all because in between I got dressed for you, and then
Oh, thank you.
And then I realized in this shot you're not going to see anything, so I have on my necklace.
Love
That's
it.
That's it. Chrome Jason mask.
Oh,
Right.
Love
Now,
Nice.
it.
back way up, and I want you to see this shirt. It's a Jason shirt that says "No Lives Matter."
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Nice. and now you're
Well
wearing that
done.
shirt. You're wearing that shirt because, Vinny, of course, you have the iconic role of Deputy Rick Cologne from Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives,
Yes, I do.
which that was a role I remember for me very well as a kid growing up because I used to
Yeah.
always copy your signature line, which I'll let you say. I won't say it.
Yeah,
but I used to say that all the
Maybe
time.
we'll say that later, but yeah.
Okay, later. We'll say it later.
Gotta keep them waiting.
Yeah, keep them waiting.
But
So Vinny, you have a Jennifer Jimenez says hello.
oh, okay. Now, help me. Is that somebody I would know? Did I meet her in Tampa? Is that an online?
I don't know, but she just said hi, Vinny, on the comments. So I'm guessing.
Jennifer, how are you doing? I wish I could see your face so I would know who you are.
Right?
I'm glad you know who I am. You know something, guys. You guys here on the show. When I did that Tampa show down there, it ended up being a 4-day horror con, and it was over Halloween weekend. So the costumes were outrageous, and there were thousands and almost like, I don't know, 70,000, maybe 100,000 people came through the door in 4 days.
Right.
And we, as a cast of Friday the 13th, Part 6, there were 6 of us there, plus CJ Graham. I mean, he's a cast too, but he gets his own booth.
He gets his own pedestal,
He's the next level.
Yeah.
But we were cool. Tom Matthews, myself, Darcy DeMoss, Tom Fridley. Thinking there was one other person there. Oh my God, forgive me. But anyway, there were 6 of us at one time. Oh, my wife.
Your wife. I'm about to say, your wife had been there?
Cynthia Kenya, she hadn't done any cons before, and she played the role of Annette in Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, Part 6, she played the role of Annette. She was in the movie for 40 seconds, but she's making out with somebody, and then she hops on a motor scooter, and Jason skewers them. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was a double kill. Yeah.
That was a twofer.
A twofer.
Yeah. And the reason that was really cool is because we came back from location shooting, we shot the whole movie. And I didn't know this at that time, before they became really stiff asses. Paramount wanted, they had this formula. They wanted 1 kill per 5 minutes. Not 1 every 5 minutes, but 1 per 5.
Per 5 minutes.
And we had a 91-minute movie, so they needed 18 kills, and we came back with 16. So the director calls me up and he says, "Ben, I need somebody to help me out. Do you think your wife would like to get killed?" I said, "In the movie? Yes, of course, because actors are all whores." And we all jumped on the fucking opportunity to do this.
Yeah.
And we shot it up in the Griffith Park here, which is a very woodsy area.
Okay.
Matched up with the location in Atlanta that we had. So that's one of the stories related to that.
So that whole moped bicycle scene wasn't even in the original script. That was added after.
It was added after.
Dang.
Wow.
But it Tom liked it because it tied into the drunk guy, the gravedigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where he gives them that line right into camera. Some people got a weird sense of entertainment or something like that. And then he gets in that scene, he's drinking, blah, blah, blah. And then he kills, he gets killed by Jason with the bottle.
The bottle.
Throat, and right after that, Jason skewers these 2 teenagers.
I love it.
Wow.
This is great. Little shish kebab. Yeah.
Shish kebab, yeah.
Got to get those
And
extra kills
they
in
both
there.
had the blood in their mouth for the easy spit the blood out, scene done.
Big, but big like something like a Tide Pod. Full of blood.
Yes.
Be acting like, oh, honey, I love you. They do their kiss and all of that shit. And then bang.
Splooge.
It was pretty cool.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
That's a great story.
Yeah, it is.
What the hell?
Awesome. So where did you guys film for your stuff?
You said Atlanta?
Well, it was all done in an historic town called Covington, Georgia. Which has now become famous because I think they've shot 4 or 5 other series there, like Heat of the Night and a couple of other things that were shot there, because it's historic looking. And so all the buildings in this little downtown area, which are about, it's like a block and a half long, but it looks ancient. Mm-hmm. And we were actually shooting in I think it was an old library that we encumbered, and we took over the space and built the set in there. I could be wrong. It could have been an actual sheriff's station, but I'm a fool. I bought it because the set was so cool.
That's cool.
What can I say?
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're the one main character in a Friday the 13th film that never actually dies.
I'm one main adult that never got killed. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There might have been a couple of teens along the way, although Jason loves them. He kills them like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're first to go. Yeah.
But for a grown-up, I was not killed. And you want to hear the story?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
So, there's a scene where he says, now let me bring you back to the movie. Jason and Tommy duped me, and they end up throwing me in the jail cell.
Right.
I don't know if you remember that. And then they scoot off in their Camaro, and they go and do everything else.
Megan, the girl Megan, yeah.
Yeah, but they cut back. What Tom did is he cut back to the jail cell, and he has me in there screaming. I swear to God, it was so much fun. I lost my voice. But I was up there pulling, banging, yelling, help me, help me. And then there's a sound like a boom. And my look goes from like being frenetic to... How was that? That was good.
That was good.
Give me
And
chills.
then
Chills.
you hear a door creaking open, and the inference is that Jason's come back to polish me off too, but they never did that.
Mm.
So that leaves Rick Cologne to come back to life. Now, if you will let me go there, if you want to talk about Friday the 13th, the main one, I'm cool because I love
No, go ahead. Segue.
But it segued me. There's a writer named Vincente DiSanti who, boy, this is a longer story. So anyway, wait a second. Let me think now. You wanted me to have a drink while I'm doing this, and now I'm forgetting my shit.
Yeah, that was our bad.
Yeah, I forgot what the other story was, so forget it.
It's okay. I like this story.
Yeah, so we were going. Rick. Oh, here's what he did. This is brilliant. The way these new young filmmakers are working. So I don't know the full story behind it, but I think he had a feature-length film, and it couldn't be bought or sold or whatever because of Paramount with the stick up their ass again. So they, he cut it into segments and decided to make 3 fan films. Now, this is a new phenomenon for me, but he did it very successfully. And his first movie, Never Hike Alone, which is available on YouTube, the whole version of it, it's about 53 minutes long, something like that, has over 1 million views.
Nice.
And that bode well for him getting the go-ahead to do a prequel to that. And the prequel is called Never Hike in the Snow. And once again, it's part of now what we call the Never Hike series. And in this Never Hike, so in Never Hike Alone, the first one that he did that I'm not in, so I'm not talking about it too much, the character of Jason appears and does some fucking gnarly shit. So then, in Never Hike in the Snow, the one I just shot with him, I don't want to give too much away because Vinny will kill me, but not this Vinny, the other Vinny. But yeah, some characters reappear that Friday the 13th Part 6 fans will like. And one of those characters is the illustrious Rick Cologne, 30 years later. Still, now the sheriff. Now I'm Sheriff Rick Cologne.
Oh.
And I'm taking care of the town of Crystal Lake or whatever it was called in the last movie.
Yeah.
It's a pretty exciting film because the production value in this was just outstanding. I had mentioned to one of you I was speaking to not long ago about the idea that it's called Never Hike in the Snow. And we actually were lucky enough to have snow when we were filming it.
Nice.
Which made filming a bitch because we all had like long johns on and gloves and masks. And then when they say, okay, we're ready to shoot, we all had to act like we're used to the snow. And I'm a California guy. I'm not used to the snow.
No.
So it had its challenges, but I had a lot of fun reuniting with some of the older characters and meeting a bunch of new creative young filmmakers, which I support that, right, Neil? You know that I have young writers and directors in my acting class. My acting class is called The Sport of Acting. It's in Burbank, but we're on shutdown now, so I haven't been teaching for the last 6 weeks. But we, how did I get there? Wow. So what I do in my acting class to help my students and to help these other guys that I really admire is I invite young filmmakers, whether they be directors or writers, mostly it's that, to come in and sit there and watch, learn how to talk to actors, learn what's going on when an actor is being coached. Even if they don't learn anything, they're observing or they're watching me and how I teach, and I'm very hands-on. I'm up on my feet. I don't sit in the third row with a pad in my lap. That's not my style,
Right.
I don't say, oh, no, you didn't have the correct diction or some shit like that. I'm really about action. My whole thing is, acting is about action, and acting is about doing, and there's always more to do. That's one of my phrases. So
I'm sorry. Do you subscribe to? I used to do some acting, and I had a coach in drama in high school, and he would make us do the warm up exercises with the whole ball of energy and passing it around to other people, and make us act like animals and run around, on our fours, howling at the moon or whatever. And
I like that guy.
do you? Okay, that never motivated me. Like that didn't help me ever.
No.
No, I never understood.
How about you, Caleb? You have any acting experience?
Other than home movies, no.
Okay, all right, cool.
What
kind of home movies, Caleb?
Are you up front of the scene or behind the scene?
I'm usually behind the scenes. I used to work in costuming in theater, as a job. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So what I, as an actor, did is always date the costumer.
That's what you got to do.
You got the best clothes. They were always pressed and clean. And you always had something to do after the show. It was great.
Perfect. Perfect. Show the costumers some love.
Yes,
I'm all for it.
And
they deserve it. Hey, Vinny, you have a question from the audience.
Okay, go.
What is your fave horror film?
Well, I knew somebody was going to ask me that.
Or even a top 5 they're asking, if you can go that far.
Yeah, I mean, that's really hard. And some of them, the fans might not even know because they're really oldies, like Rosemary's Baby.
Of course we know that.
That's my favorite movie.
Okay, all right. Well,
that's my favorite movie of all time.
Monstrously good films like The Shining, still to this day. I know it's not a slasher, but that fucking music makes me so scared. My nails, I get like.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to say what I'm not big on, but I did like. There's that one movie. What was it? Friday the 13th, Part 6. Yeah.
Part 6?
Exactly.
One of my favorite horror movies, and I think it's. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's one of the most beloved in the franchise for a number of reasons and why the movie was so different. So let me just tick it off if I can remember. One of them is that it was one of the first, if not the first movie to use little kids. The other, I don't know how well you remember it, and I don't know if I'm inspiring anybody to go back and see it, but it has no explicit sex in it. I mean, it's implied with the sex scene in the trailer, but there's no nudity in it.
No nudity. The only one without nudity. Yep.
There's no F-bombs in the movie. I think a couple of people might say shit or something like that. Damn. But there's no foul language. So what do I got so far? Little kids, no foul language.
No nudity.
No
sex or there's sex, but
there's
no
sex.
nudity.
But
Here's the other thing. First movie to have a bigger stunt. Like all the other movies have stunt. The people getting cut up and chopped up. But nobody ever flew a motorhome.
Right.
That was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, right.
That shot of Jason popping out of the top.
Yep.
Is fucking amazing.
Well, that whole movie.
Look, can you see my chills? Okay.
Yeah, I've always said that that movie, as far as Friday the 13th films, clearly was the most polished and produced of the series.
Right.
And you can tell by the opening sequence, even with the whole way it starts and then the credit sequence, the way it opens.
Yeah.
It's really well done. And I agree with you. And I know like one of our loyalists, Michael, that's his number one favorite of the series is part 6. He
Correct.
dresses up as Jason from part 6 all the time.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
I
Great,
think
great.
that is a big fan favorite. I agree.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm wondering, like, I met a lot of people, let's say, I don't want to categorize you all, because I know Neil is semi-ancient compared to you youngsters. But there's an age range in there where a lot of people say, well, that's the movie that was out when I was 8 or 9, whatever age that your parents let you start watching horror movies at.
Right.
And I think that's why the fan base is so big, because it's kind of pre-millennial, but not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very wide, broad-based audience for the movie. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And and the other point about the movie, Neil, was first movie to have original songs by Alice Cooper.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
The Man in the
Man
Mask. I love
Behind
it.
the
The Man in the
Mask.
Mask.
Yeah.
In
That
the
was,
mask. Yes.
that was
Yep.
some great stuff, and people love that.
Yeah.
And so, and then recently, to show you how this carries, this is why I always say horror fans are the best fans in the world. You guys might
Absolutely.
know this. Neil might
100%.
know this, but I've done I don't know, over 30, let's say 30 other movies, most of them studio movies. And just like Rick Colon, I had very good supporting roles in those movies. Nobody's ever asked me for a freaking autograph. Nobody's ever said, will you come to a convention for that movie? It's the horror fans. It's the actual fans that drive this genre. And
Yeah.
that's why we're
No
seeing
question.
such a high quality stuff being done now, you know, with Get Out and
Hereditary.
yeah.
Midsommar.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yep. Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, horror fans are the best. We are the best.
All these
Yeah,
big
you
name
are. You
actors,
really
that
are.
are doing horror now.
And there's so many young directors that are no longer worried about being stigmatized. In the old days, they said, well, I can't get my feature done, you know, my Chinatown, whatever. So I'm going to do a horror movie. And they feel like bad about it. And now 35 years later, we're still going to cons and people are asking for, you know, sign my poster. That's a little bit of a thing with my wife had never gone to a con. So when she came to Tampa, people were lining up saying, I have this poster here with like 99 signatures on it, but I don't have yours. And that's where most of her signatures went, into collectors who already had mine. I don't know where I met them before, but you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so that was very, very cool. 2 other points I want to make. Back to the Friday the 13th, part 6. Everything you liked about that movie, I have to give hats off to the director, writer, Tom McLaughlin.
Yeah.
He created that movie. Paramount said to him, we don't know if we're going to continue the franchise unless we have something fresh. And that movie, because of the elements I had just described to you, was the freshest thing that had come out, and they gave it the go-ahead. And he was fantastic to work with. I mean, he's the one who let me improvise things like Into the Cage, Flash, and You Little Worm, and a lot of my classic quips. He encouraged that. And, you know, you don't get a lot of directors that want to encourage you to go off script. And so I will say that. Now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Back to Never Hike in the Snow, one that I am so anxious to see, because some of the footage in it was just so great. That same producer, Vincente DiSanti, has a production company called Womp Stomp Films, and they're making other content as well. And one of the short films they made recently was a film directed and written by a guy named Austin Bonang. Once again, I'm telling you, you're going to hear of these young directors coming up, and their first film is going to be a horror movie, and there's no more apologies for it.
Right.
And it's a very interesting movie called Pathosis. And it's basically what happens to people when they go off their meds, I guess. I don't know. But my wife, Cindy, got a part in that. And I won't give anything else away.
Ooh.
So she's in that too, and you should be seeing that soon because it was at Sundance last year. So
great.
They should be
Nice.
releasing it somewhere.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
exciting. When does yours come out? Do we know?
Well, no, we don't know because this happened. You know, right now, I mean, the editor is in one city, I think, and the director is here in Los Angeles, and you know, it's a little disjointed now because this pandemic happened, and so moving forward with production is not something that's being done very much, if at all, not even with the major studios and all of the TV shows.
Right.
Except live TV shows like Bill Maher, he does it now online. You know, he does it with this Zoom.
Yeah.
Or what is this? Just something.
Discord.
App.
Call it YouTube though.
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah, which is fantastic.
So, Vinny, would you say that you are a character actor? Is that what you're classified as?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without hesitation, yes.
Got it. So you've done. You know, everyone who knows me knows that my favorite movie of all time of any genre is Heat from 1995.
Right.
And Vinny actually did the television version of Heat that came out prior.
Right. That is.
You played.
Right. Good.
You played Michael Chiharlis, right? No, who'd you play?
I played. I played Cerrito.
Cerrito, that's right.
And that's the part that in the movie was played by Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore, yeah.
But I'm telling you, I saved that script because when I did get to read the Heat script, but they didn't want me. They wanted names. You know, that's why they got Val Kilmer, Tom Sizemore, Pacino, De Niro, blah, blah, blah. And that script, word for word, every character has the same name. Word for word, the script is exactly the same. The only difference was their budget, you know. They had enough money to we did a good TV movie. We had a great shootout in downtown LA. We blocked off 2 intersections. We had stores rigged with squibs. And when we do that bank robbery, the actual heist, I had a machine gun, an M5, an MP5 in my hand. And there was nothing coming out of it, but I was even impressed because as I was shooting, the windows were shattering and fake liquor bottles were blowing up. It was just fantastic.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was really, really a good TV movie. You could check it out if you find it. And it's called LA Takedown. That's what it
LA Takedown. Okay.
That's pretty cool. Michael Mann obviously wrote and directed that still, I'm assuming, for you.
Yeah, but he directed the one that I was in too. Wrote it.
Yeah, no, exactly, right.
Nice, yeah.
And he is, he's an amazing director. But I'm glad you bring that up, Neil, because see what we're talking about here is, so who have I worked with? I'm not dropping names, peeps, forgive me. You know, horror fans, I'm not a name drop. But for the purposes of context here, Michael Mann, Barry Levinson, Woody Allen, David Mamet, Gary Marshall, Ivan Reitman. These are all directors that I got to work with and nobody ever calls me up and says, hey, well, I love that Barry Levinson movie you were in, it received awards and great reviews, but nobody gives a shit. Only you guys, that's what makes it all worth it. So
we keep it alive.
Shut up and let you ask questions.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Too much though, because what's his name here? He wanted me to have a drink. Here it is.
Neil.
Yeah.
What's his name?
See what this is? This is what I call my mini Rita. So it's
your mini Rita, okay.
Rim, 1 ice cube, a piece of lime, and I fill it with tequila.
All right.
Oh, I approve.
I've got Jack and Coke.
Mini Rita. Yeah.
That's adorable. Little mini Rita.
Yeah. What else? Tell me. I mean, I already talked about the points of what makes the Friday the 13th Part 6 so special. I mean, it was just such a special experience.
Vinny, your nephew Carl is on. He says hello. Hello from Baltimore.
Hi, Carl from Uncle
Hi,
Vinny.
Carl.
How you doing? Wow, I didn't know he would be on. That's great.
That's awesome.
Hopefully he's still watching.
We have a couple of other relatives on there that are just too shy to admit they know.
Too shy to,
I have a question, Vinny, but it's unrelated to acting.
Go ahead.
Okay, what are your specialties since you're a chef? These magnanimous things you're making.
Well, you know what? Of course, my last name's Guastaferro, so I started out cooking Italian food, and I'm damn good at it because what I make is genuine. And in this house, we have this thing about, like, if I go to an Italian restaurant and I see pasta for $23, I want to fucking kill somebody. Because
Thank you.
buy a
Thank you.
$2-3, and if you're creative in your kitchen, you can make almost anything. So I make a lot of Italian food, but not all pastas. Some of them are like whole roasted branzinos, either barbecue, that's fish, stuffed with fennel and garlic and onions. I do a thing called porchetta, which is a pork tenderloin rolled in, get this, so fantastic. You take the pork tenderloin, you lay it down, you coat it with all of these herbs, nasty herbs, like good Italian herbs. Then you roll it in pork belly, right? You
Yes.
roll it in pork belly, tie it up, and you roast that for 3 hours. And it comes out juicy, delicious, and fantastic. And then, over the years, I've gotten good at everything. I make monster ribs, great chicken wings.
Ooh,
For
wow.
Easter, we had a prime rib roast, and I know how to, like a French chef, French it, they call it, where you fillet, get the shit away from the bones, so it all, I mean, I could go on and on. Two things I'm very passionate about, I would say, is, well, that's 3. No, that's 4. Yeah, acting, cooking, eating, rock and roll, and movie watching.
Love it. That's all. That's all of it.
That's 5. That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll give you one for
Pretty
free.
good.
But yeah, I have a lot of specialties. Thank you for asking me, because you know what? Some guy, and we might have an idea here. Some guy wrote to me and he said, because he was following all my recipes, because I'm so nuts, I post pictures of what I cook on Facebook.
Cute. I love
And
it.
I know Facebook is considered ancient technology now, but I put the pictures up there and people were following. I mean, I got like something like 900, comments and views over the last, I went on a 6-day cooking spree and I got hundreds and hundreds. And some guy said to me, why don't you start a From Rick Cologne's Kitchen cooking show?
Yeah.
Instead of like Emerald Agazi, where he used to say, what, bam?
Bam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You bang!
Oh my god,
Yes.
I love it.
Do
Make
it.
it on
Something awesome,
YouTube.
and at the end go. Yeah.
Put it on YouTube. I love it.
You need to do that,
Neil's
Betty.
going to produce it for me, so we're good.
Wow. So, so Vinny, we actually have other things we talk about
you
on this
bumping
show.
Me off? Wait
Well,
a second.
Vinny, come back.
I just
What
wanna
I'm
make
wondering
sure-
is,
Okay.
what I'm wondering, I had talked to Sandra and Caleb briefly and asked them that if we went long, maybe we could bring you back next week if you're available and do it just a whole Friday the 13th episode.
Yeah, maybe
We have you on for the whole episode.
Maybe we can do that. I just got to look at the shed and see.
Got to
where
look at
I'm
the
next week.
calendar and see.
Yeah. What? Oh, and the other thing I'm very proud of, I just wanted to say this. I have my acting class called Sport of Acting,
Yeah.
but I also teach at the Ed Asner Family Center for young adults on the autistic spectrum.
Wow,
And
cool.
It's wonderful for me. I have a class of 8 people that are all on the spectrum to different levels, different degrees.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing with them, Neil. I make them walk through fake Jello and how and all of
All
the
that
whole
acting
acting
stuff.
Pass that fucking
the
ball of energy,
ball
man.
and-
Okay.
That's
my
cool.
voice is bouncing off a ceiling or in a tube or
Yes, exactly. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for
No, so Vinny,
5.
yeah, Vinny, Aunt Betty is also on. I wanted you to know that. Aunt Betty says hello
Aunt Betty. Actually, she's called Aunt Betty to Carl, but she's my
to Carl.
Aw.
Aunt Betty is a beautiful person. I love her, and I talk to her on the phone once a week. She's in Manhattan during this lockdown. Do you believe that?
Ooh.
Oh,
Aunt
man.
Be safe, Aunt
Betty.
Betty.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah, be
Say hi to Vinny
safe.
for me.
So Vinny, check your schedule, and if you're available, we'd love to have you next week. We'll do a full Friday the 13th episode. We'll just talk about all the movies.
Okay, all right, cool. But you will contact me this week about that then.
Sure.
Okay, I'm hitting the hang up button. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Did you? We love you, Vinny. Thank you very much.
We love you. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
later.
Bye, Vinny.
Bye.
That was awesome.
Vinny's the best. I like
Vinny's
Vinny
the
more than I
best.
like you guys.
I know.
100%.
I would totally.
100%.
I would totally just get rid of myself and put him in place of me if I could. So
I
God,
think
you know what?
I think
Oh my
I
God.
think I like Vinny's. I like you guys.
his what? You cut out a little.
Oh, I said I think I like Vinny's food more than I like you guys.
Oh,
I was
geez,
gonna
yeah.
say I should be on Vinny's cooking show because I hate cooking, and and he can just yell at me about all the stuff I'm doing wrong.
That would be awesome.
And you also don't eat meat, so
No, I don't. Hello, it's just wrote itself. It just wrote itself.
It's like a freaking sitcom. It's like ready to go.
Yep. Come and knock on our door.
Yeah, exactly. It's come see Vinny and Sandra cooking some food. And exactly. And Sandra gets people going like,
And I'll be like,
Vinny's
can we
doing-
have some tofu instead of the pork belly thing?
oh man, that was a lot of fun. Vinny,
was cool.
I love Vinny.
I love Vinny too.
So much good stuff. So, okay, Sandra,
Yeah.
what are we talking about next?
Oh, we were gonna talk about the Greasy Strangler.
And we still are. We're just going to run late.
We're gonna run late.
Producer Scott tells me, don't worry about running late.
Okay, we're gonna run a little late.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why the heck not? We do what we want.
It's
no
only your
rules.
back. I'm sure
There's
you're
no
in sheer
rules
pain.
Yeah, no, it's funny you should mention that. No, we can do this. I have a little bit more in me.
Do you? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
She paused.
know.
Should have think about
She
it.
hella paused.
Okay. Well, let's get
Okay.
into it, and then she'll just get
Right.
taken away.
I have just enough. I have
Okay.
just enough in me. So, the Greasy Strangler.
Start us off.
Do you want to know my opinion? Am I giving a synopsis?
No, start us off as you normally would.
Okay. So we watched a movie called The Greasy Strangler, which came out in 2018?
16.
16.
17, something. Yeah.
But most of us didn't watch it until at least a couple years ago and recently. 'Cause it's
2020.
Yeah. 2020. I saw a lot of people watching it in 2019.
Yeah.
It is a film about. There's loosely a plot. Do you want me to read you my notes on it
Sure.
really quickly? So, if you see in the spooky summer party episode of the Cult Show, this will be the same notes. I'm going to read it to you again off my phone. So forgive me if you've heard this before. A bizarre alternate reality where the 70s never ended. It feels like a punishment more than a film. But I don't know what I'm being punished for. Soon, the Stockholm Syndrome takes effect and you find yourself laughing and then crying, all the while being disgusted to a level you didn't think was possible, and then begging other people to watch it so that you are no longer suffering alone. That's something I actually texted to Neil upon the first time I watched it.
What about the other stuff you put in there afterwards? I hate you. I hate you.
Oh yeah,
for
then it was
making
like,
me
I
watch
hate
this.
you. I hate you so much. And then it was like, but wait, I want to watch this movie again. Oh god damn you! I can't get it out of my head. But it was so funny. But I hate myself for thinking it was funny. Yeah.
Yep.
And probably I hate you. No, I love you. No, I hate you. And it was probably like that.
It was something like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. It was.
It's a
Yeah,
thin
I
line
watched-
between love and hate.
It is a bizarre movie.
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
And
Most
when you try
people-
It's an awkward movie. It's
So awkward.
like in the vein of Napoleon Dynamite or Eagle versus
Yes.
Shark. Like it's just awkward, but
It is.
amazing.
But
But
amazing.
amazingly so. Like you watch it, you're thinking about it the entire next day.
Yeah, when you're trying to
quoting
sleep.
lines from it.
Yeah.
You know?
I always tell people, like, I recommend you don't eat watching this movie. Or maybe before or maybe after it. Maybe never eat again.
That's never bothered me, but I mean,
Oh God,
it's
there's
gross. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God,
Sure.
I'm one of those people. Like when it's gross things on screen, I can't eat. Ooh, can't do it.
It depends what it is. I mean, what the food
No.
is, like, or the grossness on screen is. 'Cause I had no problem at our watch party. I had no problem
Yeah.
with food when we were
I
watching
did.
it
wouldn't
together.
either.
No.
And I wouldn't either.
No, I
I
couldn't look-
rewatched it again last night, and I was eating a
No.
chicken Caesar salad the entire time. So.
Oh my God, I don't want food in the same room as this movie. It could get onto it somehow. It could absorb it through osmosis.
I might not eat Jello. Maybe I'd stay away from Jello, but that's about it.
I do it in
Tapioca.
Jello. So one thing that really stands out in this movie is the dad's penis.
Okay, so for those of you that haven't seen it, there's a lot
He's
of
got a
full frontal nudity,
male and female
male and
nudity.
female,
Yeah.
but they are all
Yeah.
wearing merkins. And
Yeah, there's a lot of merkins. If you don't know what a merkin is, kids, Google it.
You hope it's some kind of a prosthetic. That's all. You hope.
I mean, it is. It's really pointed and super long.
all the men in this movie are not circumcised.
No, it's such a weird little world that they created. Braden, he's the adult son of Dad. What's Dad's name?
Big Ronnie.
Big Ronnie. Of course, I forget Big Ronnie.
How can you forget?
And they lead a walking disco tour of disco hotspots. And they wear the most amazing pink outfits. Braden is a hero.
Matching pink outfits.
I love Braden. Braden's my favorite part of the movie. Absolutely.
You mean Braden? What was the name that Ricky Prickles calls him? Fatty Boom Boom.
Oh,
Ricky Prickles called me Fatty Boom Boom.
Ricky Prickles. And like, I mean, it's just, I'm sure a large part of this movie was improvised, but allegedly a lot of it is scripted. And you're just like, who thinks of this? Like,
Yeah.
who thinks of a greasy strangler? Like, who thinks of this?
I don't know.
Who thinks of this?
This movie to me is like pure genius. I don't know how else to say it, because it is so odd and bizarre, and like you said, it creates this world. But it's just so hysterical. But the movie is so well done. I mean, the production values are excellent. The music is
Absolutely.
so understated but perfect for the movie.
The music is great. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I watched it again over the last 2 nights again.
Yeah.
And I'm still laughing at every single thing.
They play it so straight. That's part of what makes it like really brilliant comedy. Is like they're not playing anything like for laughs. Like
no,
it's just
absolutely not. You know, and
like
all the takes that go on like way too long.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
But it's amazing. Like
that's the awkwardness. Yeah.
It makes it uncomfortable, and that's the point.
Yeah. That's the point. It's to make you uncomfortable.
To make it uncomfortable.
But yeah, in the movie, the characters are in this like really like melodramatic horror crime drama thriller, and it's like, but they're not. They're not.
But they're not.
But they're not.
Oh man, it's hysterical.
Oh, it's so good.
So what?
It does. It's so gross.
So you've got Braden, who's his son, who lives with his father, Big Ronnie. Big Ronnie is constantly wanting greasy food. Braden has to cook all the food for his son, and he's constantly pissed for his dad. Sorry, Braden has to cook for his dad, Big Ronnie. Ronnie
never greasy enough.
Never greasy enough. He always wants more grease.
More grease.
And they walk around in their underwear the entire time they're home, in just their little skimpy underwears, if not naked.
If we're lucky, they're in their gross underwear.
Right.
Is that better or worse? Actually, I don't know.
I don't know either, but I mean, it's and then Braden meets they have a woman with them on one of their tours, and they end up dating, and then it just causes mass hysteria at that point.
I don't want to.
And then causes a
spoil
love triangle between the three of them.
Yes.
Yes.
That classic father-son random woman love triangle trope that we all know and love.
Oh man. It's hysterical. I mean, and then so there's a character that I love. My favorite character for some reason Sandra can't stand it. I don't know
Oh,
why.
I hate him. No.
I love Oinker.
Oinker is great.
He's
I hate Oinker.
hysterical.
I
In
hate
his
him.
rented shoes.
In his rented shoes, and I make them fabulous.
Oh my god, I cannot stand Oinker. He bothers me. He creeps me out. Oh my god, he doesn't bother
And
me.
he walks
so much.
around with a fake pig, like a pig nose over his nose. And then he's got his little short shorts with his socks pulled up and his little dress shoes.
It's a woman's
they're like
flat.
little flats.
It's
Yeah.
a ballet
Flats,
flat
okay.
with a bow, I believe. Yeah.
that he's renting.
That he's renting.
And he's like so proud of it that he rented these women's shoes. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's not supposed to. Don't feel lost in the conversation. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then there's somebody going around strangling people
Yes.
and killing them in other ways, but mostly strangulation.
Mostly
Yes.
strangling.
Yeah.
And the scene with Oinker it's like my favorite scene, and it's also my most hated scene because I love Oinker so much, but it's also the most disgusting scene in the movie. So
I'm a big fan of the guy that works at the drive-through car wash place.
oh yeah, Big Paul.
Big Paul.
Big Paul, Big Ron. Everybody's big.
Yep, they're all big.
Yeah.
He is very funny. It's very
And
sad.
personally, for me, I like the hot dog vendor.
Yes.
Yes, the vendor. You should go
The
to a
vendor's
vendor,
pretty
Dad.
I could lose my license.
So
Sir,
dramatic.
I could not do that. I repeat, I could lose my license. Yeah, he's hysterical.
There's also the three guys who are on the tour at the hotel. That's one of the best parts of the movie
Oh
by
yeah,
far.
no
Yeah.
question. There's so many good parts. Free drinks. Free
Free
drinks.
drinks. We demand free drinks.
What is he? He's like, what are they? Oh, I can't remember what they say. The Frick's drinks. He's like 9 or Nick's drinks or whatever.
Yes.
It's
And my
just
God,
nuts.
that scene goes on forever. It feels like 20 minutes of them arguing about whether or not free drinks were promised.
Yes.
It was in the
Oh my
brochure.
God. It was in the
It was in the
brochure.
brochure.
I mean,
Oh
you
man.
can't lie to people, Big Ronnie. Not on the disco walking tour. They want the free
And then
drinks.
there's this,
Yeah.
and then they have some lines they repeat over and over and over. Like, of course, for some reason they like to call each other on their bullshit.
Yes.
So
But they
Often.
do it in a very specific way.
they do.
Oh my
it is,
God. It's endlessly quotable, this movie.
It is
Endlessly quotable. And I remember like when you saw it the first time, Neil, because you saw it like a week or two before I did, and you were
Yeah.
like, oh, like I don't know if you're gonna like it because it's offensive. And I was like, well, it's offensive to like humans. Like it's offensive to like anybody with eyes and ears who are absorbing this media in any way and identify as a human. It's not specifically offensive to any group or anything of people, except for just people in general.
right.
It's a crime against humanity,
But
but it's very funny. Yeah.
But in a funny way, yeah. It's
Oh, absolutely. It knows it is. It knows it is.
so like you said, this movie was produced in part by executive produced by Elijah Wood,
Huge horror
And
fan.
who's producing a bunch of stuff right now.
He's
Yeah, huge horror
awesome.
fan. And
Great
his name's
podcast
almost-
too.
yeah. And then we said the guy who does one of the owners of Alamo Draft House, Tim League, also. So it's had some money behind it. And these people
Yeah.
they saw the script or something, man, that and just got behind it enough to, make it happen. So
Right,
good for
because I
them for
believe it
making
played at Sundance too.
Fantastic Fest for sure,
Okay.
which is Alamo owned
Oh,
festival.
got it. Okay.
It's like
But-
Sundance's cool swinging cousin, right?
Yeah,
Like that's kind of
exactly.
the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do anything at Fantastic Fest, so for sure. But
Can
you're
we
right. Some
go?
of those lines,
I wanna
I love Braden when he's just talking to his dad about Janet, Braden's girlfriend. He's just like, "You're a smoothie," going on to him about
Like
You're a
saying
big
that he's like
smoothie.
flirtatious.
you're a big smoothie.
Suave.
big
Yeah, you're a
smoothie,
big smoothie. And he's not. I mean, it's
And then
not-
Dad wears
no.
his fantastic disco outfit, where he's got the crushed velvet with the see-through crotch,
Showing off his merkin.
showing off. It's his peen. I'm gonna call it his peen. I don't care what you call it. It's meant to be.
It's haunting.
Yes.
It is haunting.
It's his third leg, Scott says. Very good.
Yes, yeah, no.
Haunting.
Big Ronnie is a human tripod for sure.
Ugh. God, it's nauseating just thinking about it.
I mean, it's just very like purple and pointed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And they're in the most depressing discotheque.
Yes.
Like everywhere they go, every setting is like so depressing.
Everything is depressing.
Oh my god!
Oh, the
and you just-
discotheque though, drinking their $15 cream drinks,
creamy cocktails,
creamy
the
cocktails.
creamiest of cocktails.
Yep.
I don't want to ruin it, but my other favorite funny part is when Braden is pitching that he is a novelist to Janet on a date. That's my other favorite part.
Yes.
Yeah. And like his concepts for his novels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and
Just
where each one goes.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, just wait for that.
Yeah.
Just wait for that. And think of me. I also love it whenever he throws a fit. And yeah.
When Braden throws a fit?
When Braden throws a fit. Yeah.
When he's shit scared?
Well, when he's on the phone, when he runs into the street, any of those
I'm shit
parts.
scared, Janet.
Let's have phone sex.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There's some great comedians in that movie.
Look, how about Caleb's shirt?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Hootie tootie, disco cutie.
Yep.
I love the way she says that too, because when and this is one of those awkward moments where for no reason, yep, exactly. She says hootie tootie, disco. They're just going on.
It becomes a chant
and on.
a taunt. It's a taunt.
A mantra. Even.
Yeah.
A chant. You should like that, Sandra. It's kind of like a cult thing almost.
Oh,
Like it's a
definitely.
cult
Yeah.
chant.
No, it is. No, it is. There's just like you have to see this movie, and you will definitely have the what the fuck did I just watch feelings. But
Yeah.
I think most people do enjoy it and find it quite funny.
I don't know if Aunt Betty will like it. You might want to, Aunt Betty. We don't know what you think about these movies, but
It's so absurd. It's so absurd.
it is absurd.
Yeah,
Like my wife will never watch it again. She didn't care for it. So
And there are going to be those. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
but
Producer
feel
Scott doesn't know how he
go
feels
with
about
it.
Yeah. Producer Scott pretends that he doesn't like it, but we all know he does.
oh,
He
I think he
does.
does a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
likes
think
the
I think he
grease.
tells you he just doesn't like it.
Yeah. I
I think
mean,
he's secret.
yeah.
Yeah, he's secretly on the Greasy Strangler chat rooms and everything, like going on about everything.
Oh
So
my god. I can totally see these they look like old Yahoo chat rooms.
I know. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, do they even do chat rooms anymore?
If there is a chat room, get out. Get out of that. Don't
and when he gets a call on his landline, if someone says, "Is Big Ronnie there?" Then you know it's for Scott. So
Oh my god.
So, and for
Oh,
those of
man.
you that haven't seen it, it's Prime.
you cut out
Oh, you
completely.
cut
there.
out,
Say
bro.
that again.
Oh, sorry. For those of you that haven't seen it, it is Prime, so you can watch it there.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon,
Amazon
Prime,
Prime.
Caleb's trying to say. Yes.
On Amazon Prime.
Apparently, you can't say Amazon Prime on
Apparently not.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube cuts it out.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
Oh,
not
it's
your
a great
fault, Caleb.
movie poster too. Great movie poster.
Yes.
Oh man, it's so funny. So
So
funny.
this movie, I would say, is probably best experienced with friends. I would think in a watching. I mean,
Agreed.
I did it. We all three of us did it alone, I guess, initially. But,
Yeah.
And we all loved it. But when you do it with friends, it's just that much more fun. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
And,
I liked watching Scott's, his
Poor
facial
friend-
expressions when we were watching it.
Poor
So-
Emma and Jonathan too. They were pretty. And your wife, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the other best way to watch it is if you watch it alone, is to then inflict it upon others. Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably the best way to view it.
Awesome.
And,
All right,
like,
well,
you're
Betty
sitting there
says
all
you give it a
excited.
try. Betty, don't hold us accountable. We didn't make the movie.
We've warned you,
We're just saying we really like it a lot and we recommend it to everyone.
but it's gross.
Yeah, but
but
we're
it's
sick in the head.
disgusting and
so-
gross.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're depraved.
You know what Lewis brought up? You know what? I finally got it. Lewis brought this up. that he watched Pink Flamingo, so he can watch anything. So that's
Fair.
perfect. It's
Yes.
like Napoleon Dynamite meets Pink Flamingos.
There you
Finally
go.
have the
Yes.
pairing. We could never
Yeah.
figure out what it was. It was Napoleon Dynamite meets something. What is that something? Pink Flamingos.
And then you add in a dash of horror.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
It's hard to call that horror.
But even
yeah.
the horror is very, like, it's still very comical.
Right, but it thinks it's a horror comedy, I guess.
It's got
Yeah.
eyeball horror.
Yeah, there's like gross bodily things and murder.
Gross bally thing. Gross
Yes.
testicles.
There's a lot, and the penis. And the, yeah.
And this,
The snot.
There's a lot. There's a lot
Anything you
going on.
can think of.
I did. I'm like, I was immediately sucked back into it. I just had a flashback.
R.I.P. Anchor. R.I.P. Oh, that's too much. All right. Great film.
Fucking
Amazon
Anchor.
Prime. Check it out. We love it.
We love it. Yeah.
We
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry.
No, please.
No, we might be what's wrong with the world. I don't know. Maybe that's what's the problem.
Everybody needs to watch it.
Or people who do like it, or what's causing the coronavirus. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just
I
saying.
see. It's a chicken or egg question.
It could be. I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm fair enough. What else? You guys have anything else you just gotta say about?
Well,
this
we're trying not
movie?
to give it away, so it's not like
Yeah.
we're trying to kind of keep it,
Spoiler free.
yeah, tepid for the
Tepid.
audience, so
Yeah.
we don't give it away.
This is all so bizarre. They're not gonna remember any of it anyway. They're gonna be like, those idiots were high. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And then they'll watch it and they'll be like, it's all true.
Yeah, they're like, what are you? Yeah, exactly. But no, we're telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
It's true.
No, I think that's about it. Without giving it away, other than it's a bizarre film.
Go watch it.
and I love it.
Take two. Call us in the morning.
yeah.
Mhm.
Send us a message telling us what you think.
And how much you hate us for telling you to watch it.
No, how much you love us for introducing you to it.
How about either way?
All right.
Yes.
Either way.
Caleb, how many times have you seen it? Was that your second time, or have you watched it more?
I've probably seen it 4 times now.
3 or 4 times. Okay.
Three or four. I've only
You
seen it
watched
twice.
it by yourself several times.
Several times, yeah. I like it that much.
All right.
I've seen it twice.
Okay. I think I'm 3 or 4 too. I think that was probably my 4th, maybe, this last time. So yeah. Okay. So we like it.
Yeah.
I do.
Nothing better than that. All right. So I guess for next week, we'll wait to hear back from Vinny, see if he's available.
Or maybe if not next week, sometime soon.
No, exactly. If you can't, then we'll do it some other time. Absolutely. 100% correct, Sandra, as always.
Some other
Cool.
quarantine
She
time.
usually is.
Some other quarantine time. Okay.
Same quarantine time, same quarantine channel.
That's it. So for anyone who doesn't know, we have a cult show, which is actually, we also have our previously filmed shows that are produced in a studio type of show where we actually are all together in one location. If you remember what that is like.
Yeah, I remember gathering socially.
Do you remember that? I'm having a hard
I do.
time.
I
So,
don't.
You guys don't remember?
It's already
Oh,
gone.
You guys, we used to have so much fun.
did we?
It was great.
You mean you're not just like a flat thing on the screen that I,
No,
I can't touch?
No. I'm like a real. I'm a real boy. Yeah.
No.
Real-
You're a real, like,
you're a
3D
real boy.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
dimension and softness.
And we all used to
Stuff.
talk, and like you could reach out and like touch someone on the shoulder. It was great. You guys would have loved it.
I went outside today to go get my mail, and someone was walking by, and I hissed at him. So
Hey, speaking of that, real quick, did you guys see there was this thing on the internet that talked about reflections of the virus? And it was like people are posting on whatever, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, about like musings, and like some of them are like, I'm just gonna read you real quick a couple
Please.
that were like, let's see some good ones. Homeschooling is going well. 2 students suspended for fighting and 1 teacher fired for drinking on the job.
Fair.
Yeah. This morning I saw a neighbor talking to her cat. It was obvious she thought her cat understood her. I came into my house and told the dog. We laughed a lot.
I was gonna say, as a cat person,
Cat person.
I know, right? Like,
Yep.
and I know
classified ad.
Neil's cats understand him.
They do. Yes, they absolutely understand me.
You buy them their own groceries.
Buy them their own groceries or they eat my yogurt a lot too. This one's a classified ad. It says a single man with toilet paper seeks woman with hand sanitizer for good clean fun.
Oh, for God's sake. That's too punny for me. No, I like the others. Don't like that one. No.
Anyway,
gold.
I'm just reading you. I'm just reading you musings from the internet.
You're just the messenger.
Don't hate me. I'm just the messenger. But I just thought some of those were fun.
Yeah.
Personal ads, for the internet.
I was actually thinking today, like, okay, so now in California and other places, as of today, actually, when we go outside, we all have to wear
face covering
masks now, right?
Yeah, face covering.
And so I was thinking, like, oh well, cool. It's like 1980 or 1880 again, where I can like a bandana, tied around my neck or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was just waiting for how soon is it before we have like coronavirus fashion coming out, where it's like sanitary and
I would say it's already there.
You think so?
Yeah. Like I love Animal Crossing. I'm sure a lot of people watching also play Animal Crossing, and you can already have little avatars, little face masks for your for your little avatars to wear.
No, but I mean, like, beyond the face mask, I mean, I people that can sew. I am not one of them. Can make cool face masks with a cool print or whatever. But,
Yeah. You had yours on earlier, and I said you looked like an old timey bank robber. There it is. He looks like he's gonna rob your stagecoach.
Watch out for Caleb with his pistolas in the air.
It's steal the mail from the Pony Express.
Wells Fargo's watching you, Caleb.
They probably are.
That's nothing new for
I'm
any.
going to steal your grandma's $5 paycheck.
Screw you, Grandma.
Oh. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you both have a great week. I don't get to ever touch you anymore or see you with my own eyes in person, but
no.
Hopefully someday soon. I miss you guys, and I miss Scott, our producer.
Yeah.
The voice in my ear.
I miss you guys. I miss friends. I miss friend time. Oh, and too, that meme, I think we've talked about this before, but don't forget, we got to save Halloween. Do your diligence now so we can have Halloween in October. Please.
Oh, okay. So stay inside now, you're saying.
So stay away from everyone.
Inside. Do everything you're supposed to do now so we can have Halloween.
So we can have
because
Halloween.
if we lose Halloween again.
Well,
we've lost the world.
That's the whole other thing. You have to contend with the fires in October when those come around. So
yeah, and it's not. There's going to be a hate crime. There's going to be a hate crime, and I'm officially canceling Christmas. Christmas is fuck you. Who is she? I don't know her.
All right, guys.
And on that note.
We don't have to be miming. They can still hear us. But we're really good. Neil's really good at miming. He learned that in acting class. Neil, be a tree. Be a tree, be a rock.